Hey art fans, thanks so much for tuning in this week. Alright, I know what you're thinking. The set looks different. Very good eye. The reason the set looks different, I had to move my set from one room to the other because they're doing a lot of construction on the Butch Hartman Fortress of Butchitude. We're adding another wing in. I've got my weapons room, I've got my submarine port, I've got my helipad, and now I'm adding on a time machine. It's a time tunnel, and I can just jump into time and change a lot of things that have gone wrong. So you're welcome, America and the rest of the world. All right, Black Panther's coming out. I'm psyched about that. It's getting great reviews already. I am pumped. I can't wait to see it. Oh, and look at this. I'm actually drawing a picture of Black Panther right now. Look at that. I just haven't colored it in yet. You can see that right there. I've got to color him in because you got to put all the black on his costume. But anyway, great character. Can't wait to see him. He's a very famous cat hero. There have been a lot of other famous cat characters throughout, you know, the entertainment media landscape. And I thought it'd be cool to see what Black Panther would look like if you were to join those cats in their world. So here we go, Black Panther meeting other famous cats. Okay, the first style I want to try Black Panther in is sort of going to be a style he's kind of close to already, Thundercats, because Thundercats are like superhero cats, you know, superhero lions and things like that. So I think he'd fit in great to that world. So let's check this out. What would he look like with the Thundercats? Thundercats. Okay, I was really looking forward to this one. I've never drawn the Thundercats before, ever. This is my first time ever drawing Lion-O. And the Thundercats came out when I was a bit older in my life. I was in my 20s, and I never really watched Thundercats as a cartoon. So drawing this pic, I really had to look up a lot of research on what they look like. It's pretty much just a straight-up superhero drawing, which is cool because I get to draw Black Panther in his usual form as an awesome superhero. But still, a lot of challenges doing a drawing like this with two heroes side by side, making them both dynamic. A lot of inking goes into this. There's a lot of detail, on, especially on Lion-O, with his sword and his belt, and his hair, especially that killer hair that he's got. I didn't realize till later on in the drawing that he actually has fangs. I had to erase his tooth line and put some fangs in there. And then coloring this one just took forever. I mean, the drawing here is being sped up, but it took like 2 hours to color this thing because it had to look really great. I really love the Thundercats. I really want to do a show like Thundercats someday, or like an action hero show on a different world. I think that would be a blast. And this is Black Panther if he was hanging out with the Thundercats. Did you like that drawing? You know what I thought? I thought that drawing was great! And that means I'm thinking of Tony the Tiger. He's a famous cat, right? Tony, tiger, cat, cereal, Frosted Flakes. Let's do this. Black Panther, Tony the Tiger. Okay, Tony the Tiger. I've never drawn him before. This is my very first attempt at drawing Tony the Tiger ever. And I love Tony the Tiger. I love all cereal characters. Well, a lot of them. I love, you know, Tony the Tiger, Toukie and Sam, the Trix Rabbit, Sonny the Cuckoo Bird. That's 3 birds. Captain Crunch, Lucky the Leprechaun. I love all of them. And to be able to put Tony the Tiger next to Black Panther, how cool is that? And putting Black Panther in the Tony the Tiger style, I had to give Black Panther, of course, a red cereal bowl filled with, you know, Frosted Flakes, because that's how I used to eat them every Saturday morning. So here we go. Black Panther meets Tony the Tiger. It's great! Okay, here's a different style completely than what we just did. This is a very famous cat character that's really for the younger audience. It's Hello Kitty. Black Panther meets Hello Kitty. What would that be like? Now, when drawing a character like Hello Kitty, she's deceptively simple. You think you have to add more detail than is actually there because there's hardly anything about her. She's just eyes, no mouth, and just a little round kitty body. So transferring Black Panther into that style was challenging because he's so detailed, but it was a lot of fun. Well, let's try another one. A very famous cat character that says, "Flufferin' Fuckatash," Sylvester from Looney Tunes. Okay, Warner Brothers characters. I don't really usually draw a lot of Warner Brothers characters, you know, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Foghorn Leghorn, and I've never drawn Sylvester ever until just now. This is my first time of drawing Sylvester. I guess this is a good video for me to do. A lot of cats I'm doing for the first time. So drawing Sylvester, had a great time doing him and the object of his hunger, you know, Tweety Bird, if you want to call him that, and then putting Black Panther basically in a Sylvester costume and just adding him into the Warner Brothers world. I think if Tweety Bird saw Black Panther sitting behind him with a fork, he would say like, I thought a pudding tat, and it was Black Panther. And then Sylvester would, of course, say, "Flufferin' Fuckatash." Okay, we did Tony the Tiger. Now let's do another famous tiger. I'm talking about, of course, Hobbes from Calvin and Hobbes. He wasn't ever animated, but he was in that amazingly famous comic strip, one of my favorite strips of all time. What if I did Hobbes as Black Panther, because he's a cat, and then Calvin as Captain America. Check it out.
Okay, one of the all-time greats, Calvin and Hobbes. I can't say enough about this comic strip, how much it influenced me when it came out. Bill Watterson is just an incredible artist. He's the creator of the strip. What an amazing illustrator, draftsman. His watercolors were amazing, and I can only hope to capture a little bit of his style here. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do, Black Panther as Hobbes in a wagon with Calvin dressed like Captain America. Calvin used to dress up as a stupendous man in the comic strips. And what's great about Calvin and Hobbes, it was never an actual cartoon. It was just a comic strip. Yet so much personality and stories came out of that one comic strip. So to be able to draw Calvin and Hobbes, even just for one drawing like this, is just a super awesome joy for me.
There's like a giant dentist next to my office, and that's one giant tooth he's drilling over there. Okay, Black Panther is a very famous Panther character, but there's another very famous Panther out there a lot of people don't think about these days anymore, but I grew up with him. Well, I didn't grow up with him in my house, but I grew up watching him. I'm talking about, of course, the Pink Panther. What would that look like?
All right, transferring Black Panther into the style of Pink Panther was easy, but it's really hard to draw Black Panther in different styles like this. Your mind goes to, I want to draw a superhero, but then you look at the style of the character you're trying to emulate, and you've got to draw him in that style. Having Black Panther in the Pink Panther style is very different. It's something I never thought I would do, and it's kind of interesting because, the Pink Panther doesn't speak, but Black Panther does speak on occasion. He's the strong silent type. I think they fit together pretty well. I just don't know how well the Pink Panther would fit in with the Avengers.
Okay, let's see what would happen if Black Panther met one of the most famous cat characters of all time. He didn't say much when he was first on screen, but he left a very big impression. I'm talking about, of course, Hanna-Barbera's famous Tom and Jerry. This is Tom. Check it out.
Now, Tom and Jerry was one of the first cartoons I ever remember really falling in love with. And what's great about these cartoons is they're completely told through pantomime for the most part. There's a couple episodes where there are talking characters in there, but Tom and Jerry, at least in the original cartoons, never spoke, and it was just awesome. The physicality, the comedy, there was some great storytelling in those comics. And to be able to put Black Panther in a Tom and Jerry cartoon is so cool. I've never really drawn Tom and Jerry that much. I think I've drawn them twice before when I used to work at Hanna-Barbera. But to do them now in full color with Black Panther and to put him in their style is awesome, because Hanna-Barbera, the guys who created Tom and Jerry, really influenced my entire career.
Alright, so I've saved the most famous cat character. Arguably, there's some other famous ones, but this one I think is pretty famous. He's everywhere. He started off in comic strips, got into cartoons, did a couple of movies, never lost any weight. You've seen him on tons of merchandise. Those of you younger people might not know this cat as well as I do, but just look around, you'll find him. And I wonder if Black Panther likes lasagna. Let's see what he would do if he hung out with Garfield.
Now, there's one cat I had to include in a cat video with Black Panther, and that, of course, is probably one of the world's most famous cartoon cats. Garfield. Loved Garfield ever since he came out as a comic strip character. Huge fan of the art style. He's been around for so long. There's so many things Garfield's a part of. As I was sitting here thinking, it's so hard to think of Black Panther drawn in this style, like putting a belly on him and making him look like he just ate a huge plate of lasagna like Garfield probably did. I had to put Garfield's owner, John, in the drawing, looking as disappointed in Black Panther as he would be in Garfield, like Black Panther, really. This is what's become of you. This is what you do with your life. You copy this guy. Being able to draw Garfield was such a blast. So here is Black Panther if he were hanging out with Garfield.
Wanted to wrap up this video by drinking out of my favorite cat mug, Stimpy. There you go. Hey, Ren, I had a pocket full of change the whole time. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps out when you do that. I want you guys to be notified at all times when awesome things happen here on the Butch Hartman channel, like when we change sets, because we're building a time machine. I can't wait to show the audience the time machine. They're going to really love it. I think they're going to really get into this. Okay, and also don't forget, guys, I got this really cool book on Amazon. It's called the Butch Hartman Sketchbook #1. It's got some of my all-time favorite sketches in here, and you can pick that up on Amazon. Go check it out. Butch Hartman Sketchbook #1, and that must mean there's a #2 coming out, so you want to have one before you have two. Look for that, and guys, don't forget, I'm so psyched you're here, and let me know which cats you like the best. Which drawing of the Black Panther did you like the best? What do you want to see me team up Black Panther with in the future? Should I keep doing Black Panther videos or just superhero videos in general? Do you guys like seeing me do that sort of stuff? And what other characters should I combine? Let me know what I should keep combining. It's always fun to do crossovers. I really love doing it. Okay, guys, thanks again for watching. Don't forget, art gives you power. Use it wisely. See you later.
Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.